If you want to see the latest, drop by. Enclave success. I need to see the tomb of General Tarsus myself. People will be talking about this one for you.
The volume of Tarsus is not clear on that reasoning.
Why build another city so close by?
It served a different purpose.
I concur, but what are the defensive advantages of building in such a low spot?
The scars had stolen. A big one, far from the fort. I'll send you their last coordinates.
Got it. What were your missing sentinel's exact orders?
Track, report, and bring back the Shaper relic taken by the scars. Who knows what those little pincers are planning to do with it. Alright, we have the last place I heard from them. Looks like the scars are here too.
are down.
Good riddance.
That's the last of them.
Good. Let's look for signs of the Sentinels.
Found the beacon. They made it out of here alive and left a trail. Well trained.
Think the Grey grab its great paw. Okay, got their next location.
Brent, this is really far from the fort.
I know. The scars that took that relic dragged it all the way out there. It's like they're trying to hide something from us. This is where the beacon directed us.
No scars this time, but no sentinels either. Maybe there's another beacon? A second beacon, Bryn.
Was hoping for more sentinel-shaped finds, but I'll take it. Wait, I know where this is pointing us. An old mine. Abandoned.
On my way.
You're approaching the mine. Freelancer?
Yeah, Bryn?
Just be careful. The mine entrance looks like a war zone. The Sentinels must have fought the scars on their way in.
Scars barricaded the mine entrance. Looks recent.
Okay, look for explosives. Scars always have explosives.
I'm on. Round 'em off.
What did I tell you? Scars. Take it to the barricade.
Bryn, lowering the bomb.
Stay close while at arms. Scars won't be happy.
Almost done arming.
Get some distance.
I did it. Barricades down.
Great. Into the mine.
In here too?
Likely. And you're looking for 6 sentinels. If you find anything else, let me know.
Bryn, one of your team.
Bar! Is he okay?
Fought a lot of scars. Don't think anyone made it.
How is he? Can you help him?
Central bar. Can you stand?
Yes. Took some knocks, but I'm coming with.
Are you sure?
Freelancer. I have to see the squad.
Freelancer, if the other sentinels are dead, can you collect their signets?
Of course. Got more stars.
You know what to do.
Sentinel. I found one of your people.
It's Sentinel Jaren.
Right. Understood.
Sentinel Bro. Damn it.
I don't see a signet. It's missing.
There was a big scar. Their leader. They must have taken it.
Where is it now?
You sure? Wait, there's a massive scar heading in your direction.
Duty calls, Freelancer. This is for Brell and the squad.
Bar! Watch your systems!
This guy's soaking up a lot of damage.
Keep at it.
It's down.
Finally.
Here's the last signet.
Sentinel Bar? What happened?
That relic the scars took? They're volatile. Squad tried to seal it off.
Bar, you okay?
Wound reopened. Have to stop. Find the last sentinels.
Will do.
We've found 4 sentinels so far. The other 2 could still be alive.
I'll tell you if I see them, Bryn.
What is that, an R6? It's huge! How is that R6 still standing?
It's a tough one.
Keep going, Freelancer. You're whittling that R6 down.
I really hope so. Futuristic's down.
Phew, good going. Now that you've got breathing room, any signs of the Sentinels?
I found the fifth Sentinel.
Sentinel Tam.
This Shaper relic made the Ursics. Tam must have died silencing it. If your Sentinels hadn't shut it down, things would be way worse.
True. That's true. It's... done. You did good work.
Sorry I couldn't find the last Sentinel. Might have made it out.
Thanks to you, we saved Darien. And the others can be at peace. I have arrangements to make. And the missing Sentinel to track down.
Take care, Fred.
What's going on, Faye?
Perfect timing. Our food just arrived.
What do we need snacks for? Not that I'm complaining.
Get comfy.
You're starting me in the middle?
I thought we should start with one of the good bits. We can always go back later.
This plot sounds uncomfortably close to home, Faye.
Yes, well, that's partly why I like this episode so much. It's reassuring to think we're not alone.
You find comfort in the idea that other people went through crap as terrible as we have.
When you put it like that, it sounds awful.
We'll never make it out. We don't get to die.
I understand, I think. Strong alone, stronger together, right?
Yeah,
Wait, it ended with rocks falling? How could it end with rocks falling?
it's a cliffhanger. Radio shows always do that.
How will they shoot an avalanche?
Maybe they don't solve every problem by shooting something.
I can't imagine living like that.
That's what makes it good escapism. We'll do this again soon. Hopefully before we hit the cataclysm. The next one will make a believer of you. Just you wait.
This place makes my skin crawl.
What did you think of Dawn Guard? If you're not an action fan, maybe we'll try Detective Box.
You still want to keep talking to me, huh?
Maybe I'm a glutton for punishment.
Hey, the thorniest flower smelled best.
Really? Weeds have thorns too.
But not my winning personality. Why do you think Faye sticks around?
I'm guessing you've got some secret charm only she knows about.
Ah, no secret. There's plenty for everyone. Though, truth is, Faye can't shake that day. Heart of Rage won't let her go. And well,
I don't think you're free of it either.
a lot of people died that day. People who counted on me.
Nothing you could do.
Still wonder. You pulled me out of there.
Halleck, you would have died.
Yeah, I suppose. So Adair and Miller bought it instead. It's a fight that never ended. I still want my pound of flesh from that damn storm. Faye says we have a mutual hobby. I think we both just like having company.
It helps to have a shoulder to cry on.
Oh, you see tears in these eyes? Never. With Faye, it's what she heard. That storm messed with her head. So what's the harm in having company to share the misery?
Never getting past it?
What? You think I can't get by on charms and good looks? Old Halleck will be fine.
Hello, Bryn.
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Are you all right?
Of course, I'm all right. Everything's fine. Just... we lost some Lancers. I ordered Sentinels too far out, far beyond patrol boundaries. They need the risks when I sent them out there.
You're a commander. This can't be the first time you've lost troops.
No, of course not. It's the first time I've lost good people because I was being a reckless fool. You and I have been working together, and you made it look so doable, so possible.
Bryn,
I thought we could handle things from here on our own.
In our line of work, bad calls mean that people die.
Rules keep the world in order. I told you I broke my own rules, and they died for it.
If it helps, you're not the first and you won't be the last. I've seen a lot of good freelancers go through this.
How did you get through it?
What do you think the answer to that question is?
I think my best guess would be to grieve and atone. I know what you're doing, freelancer. You may have noticed this about me, but I'm not
used to having a sympathetic ear in hard times?
I've never really seen the use in talking about feelings. But talking with you, I can almost understand why people do it so much.
That's the best compliment you've ever given me.
I know. Freelancer, I have an idea.
Hello to you too, Bryn.
Sorry. Hello. Anyhow, listen, I think our Freelancer Sentinel collaboration needs to expand systematically. To that end, would you care to help our patrols? Can always use reliable backup.
The Sentinels won't mind sharing the glory?
If enough people are shooting at them when you arrive, it should be fine.
Hey, Max. How's business?
Business is great. Loads more people are stopping by. Of course, they're claiming the Dominion's coming and we're all gonna die, so it might not stay good.
That's not going to happen.
Oh, I never bet against the house. So will it be this time, freelancer?
My friend Faye brought a tape player in here. Faye collects Dawn Guard, but can you get some other shows in here, maybe?
You mean tapes? I suppose it's possible. Depends on what you want to hear. Some of that stuff's made local, some needs to be shipped by Strider.
It's your place. Think you'd get the honor of deciding the menu.
All right. So what's my time and trouble worth to you, freelancer?
I'll owe you a favor. You can collect it whenever you want.
You got a deal. You might regret not putting any limits on that one, though. All sorts of things I could use a spare freelancer for. Some of them are even legal.
Well, now I'm a little worried.
Relax. I won't ask you to pants Commander Vool. Probably.
Make that extremely worried.
Come back later. I'll get your tapes. It'll be fine. More or less.
Freelancer.
Hi.
I've been hoping to meet you. I understand you've done good work for Tassin.
I didn't realize that was common knowledge.
Sorry, I work for Corvus. My name's Nadira. Tassin and I are colleagues. She mentioned you're helping out against the Dominion.
Just trying to do my part.
Sounds like a pretty big part. I wonder if you'd speak with my husband.
What do you need?
It's unusual. His name is Leighton. He was once a spy himself, and he has problems coping. Things that happened to him in his past. But he won't open up to me. And since you're cleared for Corvus, I thought you could have a chat.
No harm in trying.
That's how I look at it. Talking can't hurt, right?
Why won't he discuss this with you?
I've tried. I think it's shame, maybe. He doesn't want me to see that side of him. He's become more distant, aloof, and he doesn't have any friends, so...
Maybe he'll unburden himself to a stranger.
Exactly. Tassin seems high on you. I thought if you spoke with him, Leighton might open up.
Sounds like he needs the help. I'd be happy to.
I'd really appreciate that. I think he just needs a friend. He spends too much time in his own head.
I'll let you know how it goes.
Thank you.
The crown and signet name.
Read Tassin's report. Glad we work with Faye. Woman's a little shit.
Hello, my name's Amal, and I'm your bartender. Freelancer.
Nice to meet you.
Did you recognize my voice when I said freelancer?
Was I supposed to?
Well, I was in season 1 of Dawn Guard, so I thought you might.
Really? What was your character's name?
Sentinel 2. Sentinel 1 got to open the gate, but I was always at his shoulder.
Just in the first season?
Yeah, in the second to the last episode of season 1, I got killed by a scorpion.
That's too bad.
Yeah, but that's life, right? You gotta be tough if you want to be an actor.
Who knows? Maybe you'll get another shot.
You're probably right. I don't think Dawn Guard appreciated me. Hey, you're pretty smart. I could use your advice.
Okay.
So there's this lady that comes to the bar, and I think she's attracted to me.
What makes you think that?
She said, and I quote, "I'm super attracted to you."
So, what's the problem?
First, she's married. Second, to an aggressive lancer. And third, I am terrible at saying no. How do you think I should handle this?
You need to clearly say, no thank you, and stay firm.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just hate disappointing people, you know?
Just keep it professional. If she doesn't let up, then ask your boss for help.
Good thinking. Max knows how to deal with stuff.
She sure does.
You are a wise person. I'm not gonna forget this. If I ever get into a jam, I know who I'll come to for help.
Great.
I shouldn't have been. Hey, pal. It's really good to see you.
Hey, Neeson.
I'm glad you bumped into me because I want to give you a heads up on Sentinel Bryn.
What about her?
Okay, so she's got a thing about scars.
What about them?
Well, she's always going on about how we have to be careful because they're a threat and dangerous and scars this and scars that.
She's right. Scars are a constant danger.
Sure, but she's fixated on them. Every time I bring up scars, she goes on a rant about what a murderous plague they are.
Maybe she's got a reason to feel the way she does.
I'm sure she does, but maybe it's time to let it go and start realizing that scars are people too.
But scars aren't people.
I know that. It's just an expression.
Actually, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. I'm thinking we should just agree to disagree on this one. Hey, do you want to tag along while I run some errands?
I'd rather not.
Then maybe I could tag along with you.
I'd rather you didn't.
Yeah, you're right. We should be getting back to work. See you later, Lancer.
Are you and Jack in some sort of...
We've got a lost Sentinel patrol. I need you to head to their last location.
Understood. Let's see what I can do.
Scorpions are all over the place. Can you help out those Sentinels? Okay, while you're out there... Sentinels are going after a threat to the fort. I need you to back them up.
Understood. I'm on it.
Here's the raid point. Help the Sentinels clear out those scorpion eggs. Scorpion eggs. There. Now you can get rid of those hostiles.
We'll turn the tide.
that's finished, right? Oh, while I've got your attention, the Sentinel raid is starting soon. They could use your firepower.
Got it. On my way.
On the place. Stay in range until it's armed. Any active hostages.
Finish fighting. Area clear.
Good work out there. On behalf of the Sentinels, thanks, Freelancer.
hello there. Sorry, didn't mean to bother you.
No, it's okay. I'm Merelda. I drift sometimes. Not so long ago, I'd paint a scene like this. But now my hands ache too much, so mostly I just watch people go about their day.
Can be fun, imagining who they are, their stories.
It's true. Sometimes you don't even have to imagine. There's a man who strolls the market pocketing fruit when he thinks no one's looking.
Imagine what happens when he's caught.
Oh, I'm waiting for it. Would make a great painting. Now, it's a good way to pass the time while I wait.
Expecting someone?
My son, Kyler. You remind me of him a bit. Same jaw.
Has he been gone long?
A while. His patrol hasn't checked in.
I'm a freelancer. I might know something about it. Where were they patrolling?
Freemark.
Oh, was it recently?
It's been a long time. They were buying supplies there.
Freemark was attacked by the Dominion.
Was it?
About 10 years ago.
I'm sure he got out.
Well, no reason he couldn't have. Anything's possible.
See, you understand. That's what I keep telling people. This whole world proves it.
How long have you been waiting?
My sister says too long. She left Fort Tarsis for Anthem years ago. I couldn't. I have to be here when Kyler gets back.
Any other family?
It's just Kyler and me. But I was young once. I know how it is. He's probably chasing a girl. It's kind of you to ask. Most people are strangers these days. Not many talk to an old woman. Or buy her paintings. You should get back to your day. I'll be fine here.
I wish you luck with Kyler. I hope you hear from him soon.
I'd better. The hell he's gonna pay for making me wait gets worse every day.
Go easy on him. Goodbye, Merelda.
Strider arrived last week, barely.
What got you? Ursix? Titan?
Hey, Alec.
You know, people always tell me, Halleck, your good looks and charm, you could be a governor or something.
Which people?
You know, people. And I say, no thanks. A governor doesn't get their hands dirty figuring out how the world works. Freelancers do. Don't ever forget that.
Mostly we shoot stuff. That's the part I like.
Well, yeah, sure, bullets fly in this line of work. But there's more to the world.
Can't the Arcanists figure that out?
Right. Because the answer to the world is in some book.
Then where is it?
In the grease. The things we can see, feel, touch. I've taken stuff apart my whole life. And I look at Shaper relics. I see gears in a much bigger machine. Has to make you curious.
Maybe a little.
Being a freelancer, it gives us an excuse to go out there and muck around with the machinery of the world.
Just don't hit the wrong button.
More like find the right button. Make sense of all this.
You think it's possible?
Don't know, but it's fun trying.
Halleck is here.
Hey, I am so glad you came in today.
Hi, Amal. What's up?
Thanks for asking. I want to run something by you if that's okay.
Do I have a choice?
See, that's why I value your advice. You're smart. Your suggestion for dealing with that aggressive lady was perfect. She told me she respects me now as a bartender.
That's great.
But now, I want to ask you about a woman who moved in across the lane from me. Her name's Karila, and she's really nice, and I kind of like her. A lot.
So, what's the problem?
Okay, she says there's a package coming for her, and if she's not home, will I look after it?
What did you tell her?
Here's the thing, she's beautiful, but mysterious, so I never gave her an answer. What do you think I should do?
I don't know. I'd find out what's inside the package before taking it.
That's what I was thinking. Better to be safe than sorry, right? I was worried her friendliness and looks and dark, smoky eyes were affecting my decision-making.
They probably still are.
You are so right. They probably still are. Thanks for the advice. I'll let you know what happens.
You're welcome. Can I order now?
Ah, oh yeah, that's probably why you came in here.
Hello. You're a freelancer, aren't you?
Do we know each other?
Word gets around. There was a time my job was to listen to those words.
Huh. So that makes you...
A spy. Nadira's husband. I think she spoke to you?
Right, she did. You must be Leighton.
This isn't awkward. A grown man prodded into making friends. But my wife insisted.
She said you were a spy? You must have been one of Tassin's people.
Not quite. I was fighting her people. Dominion.
Ah.
Ex-Dominion. I see Nadira failed to mention that.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I defected.
I respect that. The Dominion are a pretty terrible bunch to work for.
Yeah, that's easy to say when you're outside of it, but inside, a man's conscience is never allowed to take root. Like this monitor you've been dealing with. I know his kind well.
I can't imagine.
It's a chorus of one. People forced to sing the same notes. Control, tyranny, supremacy. They become the only notes you know.
Sounds like hell.
I ran from it. Any life in Bastion had to be better than Strollheim.
Most people here are just trying to make their way, live simply, find some happiness.
Yes, decent people. It's all I ever wanted to be. Decency is a commodity in short supply in this world. If we can't find it, we must grow it ourselves.
So you're a spy and a philosopher.
It was my wife who said that, the day I defected to Corvus. She debriefed me. I fell for Nadira before the day was even out.
Must have been one hell of a day.
She was a light at the end of a very dark tunnel. Here was a woman who'd fought in the same shadows I had, yet never surrendered her conscience.
Glad to hear it worked out. Made the risk of leaving the Dominion worth it.
Meeting Nadira saved me. I sometimes wonder if I hadn't left, hadn't crossed her path. My life before, I did things.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Bad memories from before. I try not to think about it.
Nadira mentioned that.
She thinks talking about the past will help me. We'll see how it goes.
Well, until next time.
Yes, I'm still learning to make friends the normal way. I hope you'll drop by again.
Hi, Bryn. How are you holding up?
Freelancer. Good. You remember that sixth missing sentinel? The one we couldn't find in the mines? I've discovered a weak signal. Very weak, but it could be him.
I'll track him down for you.
With earlier losses, we're short-handed and... Oh, thank you. The sentinels appreciate... I appreciate it.
girl in the market, Serna?
Professor, hi. You ready?
Always. Where am I headed?
Sentinel Andron is the Lancer missing from that scar mine. If I found his signal, it's weak, but it's there.
I'll hunt it down. This is the old Strider port. It's overrun by scars.
Now that you're closer, I can use your javelins to better triangulate Andron's position. Got it! Head into the compound. Signal is stronger there.
Won't be that easy. Compound has heavy defenses.
I guess you've got to get through them.
Working on it.
Hives around. No sign of Andron. I don't... You should be right on top of him.
He must be hiding.
Take out those hives. The last hive. Get out for the scars. Getting close now. Strongest readings yet. So many scars.
Probably guarding something.
I see Andrin. And a lot of scars.
I'll clear them out.
Can you grab it?
Got the key.
Good. Now get rid of the scars and free Andrin. Good. The scars are gone. Now get to Andrin. Andrin!
Hey, Scar Eye. Wanted info on Fort defenses.
Sentinels are on their way to pick Andrin up, Freelancer.
Hey, Scar Eye's still out there. You gotta stop him, man.
I will, Andrin. Help is on the way.
Strange energy signal near you.
Let's get this thing.
Agreed. The last thing we need is a chatty Scar leader with plans for the fort.
Andrin said the Ascarai wanted to know the fort's defenses. What's his long game?
Ask it.
Are you serious?
Sure. Hello, my lord. I'd like to know your evil plan. Then kill it.
Uh-huh.
Team, we found the Ascarai.
What fresh corpse follows me?
Corpse? Not likely.
from the metal walls. It blankets itself on the fort.
Ask what it wants. I have plans.
What? Find out.
Tell us what you want.
The Lancer is too late.
The scar I might be down, but that relic it was ranting about.
We'll find it. Together.
Good. And good work. Meet me back at the fort. We'll figure out what to do next.
Hello again, Merelda. Still people watching?
There you are. I was starting to think you had missed dinner.
I didn't know we had plans.
All that time in Freemark, you haven't had a home-cooked meal in years. The Kyla I knew never turned down grilled gazik.
Kyler?
The name I gave you the day I brought you into this world. No wonder I never heard from you. The Anthem must have set a few screws loose.
Honestly, I'm a little worried about you, ma'am. Are you feeling okay?
Of course I am. And Ma'am? What happened to Mum?
Well, it's just that...
It wasn't easy, Kyla. Everyone told me you were dead, but deep down, I knew if you loved someone enough, the Anthem of creation would make it right. Somehow it would bring my son back to me. If it hadn't, I couldn't live without my boy.
I think you're confused. I'm not your son. I'm sorry.
You have your father's sense of humor. All his pranks drove me nuts.
This isn't a prank. You're mistaking me for Kyler.
Don't get smart. I waited years for you to come back. And if you hadn't, I can't live on hope anymore. No point in going on. If it isn't you, I'd rather be dead.
You have to accept that Kyler's never coming back. Freemark was 10 years ago. If you haven't heard from him since...
But...
I'm sorry for your loss. I really am.
I don't know. Dead? It can't be. You're a liar.
I'm afraid not. I'm so sorry.
He's all I had. My boy. Please leave. I need to be alone.
Of course. I'll let you be.
Have you heard the latest? Freelancer. My husband Leighton said you spoke to him.
Right. The spy. Who defected.
I'm sorry I didn't mention that. I only see him as Leighton. I forgot his past can still scare people.
Seems like it's still scaring him, too.
That's the problem. Tassin had me debrief him when he came over. It was clear right away that his work for the Dominion, it left him a shell. I've been hoping he can reinvent himself here.
That's a good thing about living on the edge of nowhere. You can leave your past behind.
I told Leighton that. He says it depends on what you've done.
Such as?
He inflicted a lot of pain. Against us. And his own people.
If it was so bad, there should be consequences. Prison, something.
I understand why you feel that way. But he risked his life coming here. We couldn't punish him for it. If we did, nobody would ever defect.
You'd rather use them.
He gave us years of Dominion intel.
And apparently along the way he fell for you?
I was just doing my job. Debriefing the enemy.
Except now you're married to him.
I saw who he really was. Haunted.
Not exactly love at first sight.
No. But he was haunted by the ghost of the better man he might have been. I've seen that man. It's in him. He grew on me.
He's lucky he found you. I guess it works out for you both.
We share the same flaws, same struggles. And our dinner conversation doesn't freak each other out. But I'm worried about him. More and more, he wants to be alone.
Any idea what's bothering him?
He's talking to himself, sometimes in his sleep. I don't know what it means. I want to help, but he just waves me off.
Well, he seemed okay talking to me.
Maybe this is an opening. I'd really appreciate if you kept at it.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey, I was hoping you'd drop in.
Here I am.
Remember I told you about Karila and that package, and you said don't take it if you don't know what's in it?
Yeah.
Okay, so she wouldn't tell me what was in it, so I didn't take it. The next morning, her door's wide open, and I see some guy with a death grip on her arm. So I walk over, just to see if everything's all right. Then the guy tells me to walk away. I thought Karila needs my help, so I say, I don't think so. That's when I notice he's holding a knife. He comes at me, and then Karila kicks him in the stomach and jumps on his back. Before I know it, she's got the knife, and he's holding his neck. He takes a couple steps and slowly sinks to the ground. Then Karila gives me a look, starts crying, and says, please help me. So now she's in my apartment with the package, and across the lane, there's a dead guy in her place.
Go directly to the Sentinels and tell them what happened.
Okay, thanks. I owe you big time.
Get to it.
Hey, Bren.
Oh, freelancer. Hello.
Everything okay? You seem preoccupied lately. It's not like you.
What? Yes. No, just distracted.
I can tell you're hiding something from me, Bryn.
I'm not lying. It's nothing. It's just... I'm writing.
And it looks like it's troubling you.
I'm writing stories.
What?
Oh, for the love of all Gazics. Have you ever heard of the Crimson Lancer?
The radio show? It's one of Halleck's favorites.
You know it? Who's your favorite character? Wait, forget I asked. I don't want to ruin this already tenuous friendship.
So what does this have to do with your writing?
Sometimes the show just doesn't go the way it's supposed to. When my brain needs a rest from my work, I rewrite the show. Myself. So it's better.
But why not just add to it? Why change it?
I suppose. Things can't always go the way I want them to. Here or in the field. But when I rewrite the shows, everything goes exactly according to plan. My plan.
Does anyone else ever read it?
My work is very well received.
By whom exactly?
I have no idea. I post them on a board downstairs under a different name. I get the most appreciative letters from Crimson Dancer 69.
Sounds fun, but I think I'll stick with canon.
Some people have no imagination.
Well, thanks for telling me about that, Bryn.
Don't mention it. Seriously. Oh, Freelancer. Great timing. I've been thinking about Shaper relics.
Where's this heading?
All that Shaper energy sloshing around keeps activating relics, or reactivating them. It never ends. We really need more experienced Lancers keeping them in check.
Should I just warm up my javelin now?
Well, if you have time to stop the Shaper menace.
Market, Serna? She seems like quite the character. If she actually brings...
today, Bryn?
We've got reports of a Shaper relic going volatile. Silence it.
I'll see what I can do.
Those echoes should silence that relic. Watch out for the elementals, though. They love Shaper energy. Any active hostiles. You did it! Nice job. Another issue. While I have you. Some Arcanists gather info on Shaper relics. Head out and get the data from their beacons.
On it.
There's the first beacon. Outlaws here to scrap it. Fight them off, then activate the beacon. area. Take them out. Alright, now go to the next beacon. It's nearby.
Okay.
Okay, activate that second beacon and get the Arcanists their data.
I'll get on it.
Stay alert, okay? hostiles. Oh, I am glad to see that done. Oh, hey, labs are out there? Sentinels transporting Shaper fragments were just ambushed. They need backup.
On it.
Just wanted to let you know. I'm glad you took that thing out. Great work, everyone. We didn't lose a single Lancer to the stars. The Sentinels appreciate this, Freelancer. The fort's a safer place thanks to you.
Hi there, Merelda.
Can't sleep, huh? I get insomnia too. I thought it would get better with you back, but still wide awake.
You okay?
Just thinking. I used to sketch you and imagine the conversations we'd have when you returned, Kyla.
How did it go?
I never knew where to start. How did it happen? When? How long were you out there? Were you hurt? Did the Anthem bring you back?
I don't think the Anthem has anything to do with this.
Of course it does. Everything in this world happens because of the Anthem. And that includes you. So what did you see out there in the world?
I met people who need a little help. Got lost along the way. I'd stopped to talk to them.
I knew I'd raised you right. You see someone in pain, maybe sad or down on their luck, and you lend them a hand.
I'm doing what I can.
Though it seems like you put on a few pounds since I last saw you.
Hey!
I'm your mother. I get to be honest with you. Now, you be honest with me. Why didn't you come back sooner? Why make me wait all those years?
I tried telling you before. This whole situation, you're confused. I'm not who you think I am.
You trying that again? Telling me you're not my son?
I'm trying to tell you the truth.
You don't think I know my own child? When you were hurt, I tried to...
Hurt? When?
There was nothing I could do. Your father and I, we... Forget it. It's nothing. The Anthem brought you back, and that's all that matters. Now, I'm tired. Let's talk another time.
Hope you feel better.
Have you heard from your brother?
Hey, remember Karila and the package and how she killed that guy and you told me to go to the Sentinels?
Once the killing started, it just made sense to get the authorities involved.
Oh, you made a good call. When we got back to my place, there was nothing there. No Karila, no package, and when I checked her place, spotless.
What did the Sentinels say?
Their commander, Vul, said I was lucky they didn't arrest me for wasting their time. I was confused, relieved, and embarrassed all at the same time. And the weirdest thing of all, after the Sentinels left, Karila shows up.
Seriously?
I know. She says, "Thank you, Amal." Then gives me the sweetest kiss of my entire life. I just hope she got her share of the Ember.
The package was filled with Ember?
It's crazy what people will do for Ember, huh? But now she's gone. Her place is empty, and I have no idea where she is.
She's a dangerous person. Maybe it's best she's out of your life.
Yeah, I guess she did kill that guy. But he was gonna kill me. But she did try to give me the package. She was a lot of trouble. I'm sure gonna miss her.
Layton, how are things?
Do we know each other?
I'm a freelancer. We spoke before. You told me you defected from...
Of course. I'm sorry. I remember now. My wife wants me to make new friends. Not doing a good job of it, am I?
You okay?
I don't think so. No, there's a fog. Too much time thinking about the past.
It might help if you talk about it instead.
I was a different man back then. Your opinion of me, it will change.
I won't lie, I could. But I've seen my share of rough stuff in the world. Try me.
I was a Dominion cipher, a surveillance tool of the state directed against our own people. I tracked their movements, their plans, their sedition. I was very good at this. I was the unseen hand keeping the flock in line. When I caught one straying, they died. Many strayed.
That couldn't have been easy.
Easier than what came next. I also had physical talents, strength, agility, marksmanship. The Dominion put these to use. I was sent abroad on missions. I hunted enemy ciphers, then mentally tortured them to extract information. They begged me to end their agony, which I did, putting a bullet in the source of their pain, their skull. There were so many of them, I lost track. So, what do you think of me now, freelancer?
I'll give you credit for being honest. That was some seriously unvarnished truth.
A truth I can't seem to reconcile with myself. I did those things.
I can see why your wife is concerned about you.
More than anything, I want to be the man she thinks I can be. The other day, I helped a woman and her boy churn some butter. It was simple. It was real. It's the life I want.
What's holding you back?
The memories don't just vanish.
Your wife mentioned that you've been talking to yourself?
The curse of being a cipher. It's all a jumble. A single word could lead to a memory, and then another I thought I'd forgotten. When I'm thinking, I don't realize it's out loud sometimes.
What's bothering you?
A name. A woman. Aurora. It keeps repeating. She was... Damn headache. I can't remember.
It's okay, if it's too painful.
Aurora is expendable. Collateral damage is acceptable. The state has decided. The state has decreed.
What?
I don't know. It's a memory. I don't know who she was or what I did, but I can feel it.
Whatever happened with her, I think it's tearing you apart.
Can I ever be whole again?
Talk to your wife. Nadira could help. She's worried about you.
No, the shame. Not until I understand this. I need some time to think.
I understand.
Sorry, I can't help it. I could be the first Arcanist in years to discover one of these. I've been jotting down potential applications of the manifold and...
So how about you focus on that? Quietly. Get further in. Door's locked. But we found an odd-looking device of some kind. Doesn't look like something the Shaper's made. I don't read anything from it. Are you hearing that? Who is that?
Dominion. I should have guessed.
I've heard they possess a device that can overwhelm Shaper constructs.
The strange box.
Could we use it?
You have to know how to activate it.
There's a Dominion camp close by. Perhaps we'll find a clue there.
What did you do?
I, sent a message to a colleague at the Academy about what I found.
It was intercepted, then. Good work. Let's figure out what the Dominion know about the ruin and the manifold.
I'll look around for clues.
We found some kind of voice recording.
Forced entry with a version of the monitor's device. One trooper entered vault before a door shut itself. Commanded to hold until a sweep is completed. Both signets for the device were returned to camps for safekeeping. The scout succumbed to injury on the way out. We left her. We have not heard from the trooper inside the ruin.
2 special Dominion signets, then. That's what we need.
I'll send you the location of nearby Dominion camps. signets, but we need to get rid of the Dominion security around it. I'll get this decrypted as quickly as possible.
That's one signet. Now find the other.
Sending you the location of another Dominion camp.
There's security on this one too?
I'm starting the decryption.
Both the signets. Let's hope this works.
One way to find out. Head back to the ruin and try to open that door. 3 Dominion soldiers that were locked in this chamber were behaving strangely. They seemed confused. But enough about that. We should move on and figure out how to get the manifold. Found the manifold, but it's protected by some kind of barrier.
It's linked to the entire Shaper structure. For some purpose. You must break the link before the manifold can be removed. As you can. The manifold is fragile.
And dangerous?
Probably that too.
Got it. On my way back.
I can't believe it. We did it. See you soon.
Hi, Marilla. How are you?
I don't know. I went looking for your father's ashes so we could spread them. They weren't there.
Doesn't mean we can't still have a memorial for him.
No, the vase wasn't there. And it's strange, now that I'm trying to remember some things you've said. I wonder. I don't know if the vase was ever there. I'm not sure what's happening anymore.
That's because your memory is playing tricks on you.
Why would it do that?
To protect you from painful things that happened.
Like what?
Why is the vase important?
Your dad, of course. He died. But I already knew that.
How did he die?
You were hurt. And?
I was? How? This is important.
No. I don't want to remember that day.
You've been in denial. Remembering what happened is the only way to get past this.
The truth almost killed me.
Except it didn't. You're still here. You're strong. What happened?
It was a warm day. Freemark was hot that time of year. You were playing with your father, pretending you were a javelin pilot. He was roaring like an Ursix, chasing you. You were so young. Your little legs scampering around, so happy. But then...
It's okay.
The sirens started. Gunfire was everywhere. Someone shouted, "The Dominion are here." Then the explosions. I heard you scream. Ran over. Your father was bleeding, but you were under the rubble. Piles of concrete. I tried lifting it, but it was too heavy. You were yelling, "Daddy's hurt, help Daddy." I pulled him away. Then there was another explosion. The rubble collapsed, but you
can do this.
You died. My brave little boy. You were supposed to grow up and be a freelancer. Fall in love. Become a man. But you never did. Because I couldn't save you. Can you ever forgive me?
It's better if you forgive yourself.
How can I? Your father. He died the next day. They took him away. I never got to bury him. Or you.
None of it was your fault.
But I loved them. So much.
They wouldn't want you to blame yourself. They'd want you to be happy again. Can you do that?
I think so. Yes. But you're not Kyler, are you?
No, just a freelancer who reminds you of him.
You are everything I'd hoped you'd become. There's a mother out there lucky to have you as a son. What you've done for me, you saved me.
I just gave you a little nudge. You saved yourself.
My thanks could never be enough, but thank you.
Be well. Take care of yourself. Nadira?
Freelancer. My husband Leighton mentioned you saw him again.
We spoke. He told me about his past, what he did for the Dominion.
Pretty bad, I'm guessing.
It was hard to hear, but if you're a Dominion spy, I guess it's part of the job.
The things they do to their own people, or make their people do to themselves. I can't imagine bearing those scars.
He talked about someone named Aurora. I think it's a woman he knew. Something bad happened to her.
Aurora?
That rings a bell?
I've seen the name. A briefing on an old Dominion operation. Details were sketchy. I'm trying to remember. I think it was called Prism Tacit. That was their code name for it.
Do you think Leighton was involved?
He must have been. But if I ask him, it'll get messy. I'm his wife now, not his debriefing agent. There's too much emotion involved.
This can't be easy. Married to someone with a past like that.
It works both ways. He puts up with me, too. In this line of work, we've all got baggage.
Must be worth the trouble, though.
It is.
Well, if I see Leighton again, I'll ask him about Prism Tacit.
Thank you.
Matthias.
Hello, hello, hello.
Here's the manifold.
Ah, interesting. It's much smaller than expected, huh? Well, Joel's not gonna hurt it. Probably. Okay. Okay. You hit that switch? Hit it again?
It's just me, or is nothing happening?
Okay, easy, easy. Let me see here. Yeah, this is here. Yeah, this is here. I mean, the connections are right. I know. There is this tried and true technique. Never fails to...
Matthias?
Well, this is... new. Incredible. Shove off, Hansi! What went awry? We struck the manifold. Manifold, definition, amplification, or multiplication. Oh, we've been multiplied? This is total scorp drop. Wait, this can't be multiplication. You're surly, and I'm not, and he cleaved in threes. What happened? Division. Of course. An inverse function of...
The manifold divided you.
I don't like this. Physical, multiplication, psychic, division. A personality split 3 ways. No! It's not what the manifold is supposed to do. We have to fix this.
The Dominion soldiers in the ruin, there were 3. Do you think the manifold affected them too?
3 Dominion soldiers? The same soldier.
I'm not sure.
We have to go check. Agreed. Any information will help. Wait! What are we supposed to do in the meantime?
Stay out of trouble?
But Trouble's my middle name. No, it's Errol. Guys, focus. It's Errol. Go. You're right, buddy. Oh.
Freelancer.
Hey, Max, got a minute?
Sure. This one's on the house, even. What do you need?
It's about Matthias Sumner.
Him again?
Actually, them now. There's, 3 of him.
All right, this I've got to hear. What did he do to himself?
There was a Shaper relic and things got weird. You know how it goes. Sumner is the part of him that ripped up the bar. The rest are pretty easygoing.
Is that right?
I don't think Maddie and Errol can even get upset. Like I said, it got weird.
All right. The other 2 Matthias guys can visit my bar. You're gonna have to put a hat or something on Sumner so I know which one he is.
Thanks, Max. You're a gem.
Just don't spread it around. Can't have folks thinking I've gone soft.
Is it a regulator thing? You gotta act tough all the time?
No. I mean, back in Helios, I know regulators that were squishier than custard pies. But this isn't Helios. The frontier isn't civilized. You run a business out here, you better be armor-plated.
Why don't you get yourself a javelin? You can be armor-plated and have jets.
Yeah, I tried that for a while. Just didn't fit right, you know? Fort's got enough suits stomping around as it is. Wouldn't mind hiring a bouncer, though.
You were a Lancer? When? Where? What happened?
Regulators have their own suits. It's not like Sentinels are gonna guard smuggler operations from scars, or outlaws, or wildlife. A nice profitable still in the jungle attracts a lot of the wrong crowd, you know. Took and fired all the bullets I ever want to. Plus, my wife likes it better when I keep regular hours, you know?
Market, Serna?
Here and able to speak to you.
Oh, wonderful.
Isn't it? Well, I do hope you find something fascinating back in the ruins. Shaper instruments. Never a dull moment.
Watch out for scorpions in the area. Must have moved in recently. Better do something about them. They'll get in the way of your investigation. Looks like we've cleared out the scorpions. That'll make it easier to continue the investigation. Those are not normal remains. Looks like some kind of goo.
Blood.
It doesn't look like blood to me.
Decomposition? Too quick. Unlikely. Perhaps the manifold. Side effect of division?
Let's get some samples.
Agreed.
That's really gross.
Bring the samples to Aruna Call. Yes, our discussions have led to a hypothesis that the split in warped reality. There are side effects. Aruna Call specializes in that. She's on expedition helping the Sentinels.
On it.
Conclusions.
So you're just gonna sit around. Where are you going? What's happening? This argument wait until I get back to the fort?
Sumner's left. He just got up and left.
Left the lab?
I don't know. Just find Aruna Call. We'll deal with this back here.
The Sentinels are under attack from Scars. They're going to need your help.
Thank you.
Where's Aruna Call?
The Scars took her. They took most of the Arcanists. I'll show you.
You're hurt. Stay here. I'll handle it.
Be careful. There's an Escari leading them. Huge, dangerous. It's been making trouble.
A makeshift prison camp? The kidnapped Arcanists. The Scars have them in cages here.
Sent me. He needs you to...
Oh, that jerk.
to analyze this.
Where did you get this? Energies, it's giving off. I can evaluate this data back at the fort.
I'll take Aruna and the rest of the prisoners in the Strider. You should take out that Scar she mentioned. Kidnapping? Sounds like bad news.
Found the Ascara we're looking for. We have to take it down.
Do we know what this Iscari looks like?
The Sentinel said it was huge and dangerous. Discovered anything about those samples.
Hello again, Merelda.
Hi, freelancer. Don't worry, I know who you are.
How are you doing?
Much better. All thanks to you.
Couldn't leave you to suffer like that.
You were everything I'd hoped Kylo would grow up to be.
I'm flattered.
It's true. It was hard letting go.
I can see why, but it's good to see you're moving on.
My mother always said I was too stubborn. I didn't realize how right she was. All these years I've been drifting. I finally let myself grieve.
That's important.
A lot of crying. But mostly a lot of laughing. I looked at paintings I made of him. He was something special.
Must feel like a weight is lifted.
More like a boulder. This is my last day here. I'm moving to Anthem to be with my sister.
Fresh air, fresh start.
That's the plan. Hope to start painting again, too.
So this is goodbye?
I think it is. Not that I didn't enjoy your company, but time to move on. Goodbye, freelancer.
Take care.
He's been building it himself.
Good. You're here. Those samples you brought me, what were they?
Well, they used to be Dominion.
I thought it might be something like that. Reality decay is not pretty.
Reality decay?
When a Shaper instrument taps into the Anthem, it affects reality, and reality is a lot less stable than you think it is. One incorrect variable and the entire equation collapses. Reality collapses. These Dominion, whatever happened to them altered their nature, the fundamentals of their existence. But it wasn't right. Something wasn't right. They couldn't last. What's this got to do with Matthias?
Whatever happened to these Dominion happened to Matthias, too.
You're not saying...
The manifold affected him. It means they are unstable and in real danger. I gotta go.
You're back. That is you, isn't it? I can't quite focus my eyeballs.
Where's Sumner? And where's the manifold?
He was impatient. He wanted to pursue his own theory.
He took it and pushed me. Not hard, but it hurt my feelings.
What did Aruna say?
The Dominion soldiers were affected by some kind of reality decay as a result of their divide.
Reality shifting in unintended ways. As a result, they were...
wobbly. Jelly that didn't quite set. Oh, that explains why I'm feeling oddly... porous. It's not a great feeling. And none of my limbs work right.
We need Sumner back.
And the manifold. The generator of the effect must be part of the solution.
Do you know where he went?
He talked about needing a drink. Maybe the bar?
It's a start. How long do I have?
I smell burnt toast.
Not long. Please hurry.
I don't see Sumner anywhere, but there's Aruna.
Maybe she's seen him. You should ask.
Freelancer. Let me guess. Looking for Matthias?
Yes, one of them.
He wanted a drink but wasn't allowed in. He's been banned from the premises for months.
Great. So he's gone now.
I tried to talk to him about the samples you found, but he didn't seem interested. He was always easily distracted, but never rude. He was odd.
It's complicated. That one, Sumner, appears to be the abrasive side of Matthias.
We should find him. I don't know how quickly the reality decay could set in.
Got it. What now? I don't see Sumner anywhere.
He might still have his link on him.
Connect us.
I can sense the link, but I can't seem to make the connection. But I can track him. Got him. He's by the forge.
Layton.
Good to see you, Freelancer.
That name, the one that's been bothering you.
Aurora.
I mentioned it to your wife.
You did?
You can't keep going like this. It's killing you.
Maybe, but remembering the wrong thing could be just as bad.
You're used to taking risks, aren't you?
Calculated ones.
Then what are your odds if you do nothing and these memories eat you alive?
I would lose Nadira. I suppose it's a gamble I have to take. What did you find out? Who was this Aurora?
Nadira thought she was connected to a Dominion operation. Does Prism Tacit mean anything to you?
This was...
Layton?
This was a mistake. We shouldn't have done it.
What?
I'm remembering now. You have no idea what's going on here.
Whatever it is, we need the truth. It's the only way this gets solved.
You may regret that.
Then tell me why.
A Dominion plan to infiltrate Corvus. A cipher mentally programmed to pose as a defector.
Wait a minute.
Underneath the defector's persona, the real agent remembers everything he sees and hears.
Oh, crap.
I remember who I am.
You're the agent.
My name is the Trigger. I'm Prism Tacit.
Maybe so, but your persona, I don't think it was a lie. His regret, your regret, sounded genuine.
It was deemed the most probable way to gain her trust.
Who?
Aurora, the code name for the enemy operative likely to have useful intelligence. My wife, Nadira.
You used her?
It's why her name is so painful to hear.
I think I was wrong about you.
No, I was wrong about myself. The man I was programmed to be has become the man I want to be. My conscience began as a facade, a layer, but it fed the seeds of doubt, of truth. I understand the pain I've caused, that I will cause. I really do love her. But I pulled away, knowing what the other part of me planned. I can't lose her.
Maybe in the world of spies, this is how things go. Maybe she'll understand.
Spy or not, she's still my wife. She saw the best in me, and I returned the favor by giving her my worst.
And now?
Tell my wife. It's your obligation to Fort Tarsis. I'm done lying. She was right, you know. I needed to make a friend. You've helped me understand myself. But don't risk yourself or others. Repeat the trigger now. My persona will forget we had this conversation.
If you insist. Prism Tacit.
Freelancer, I'm sorry I must have drifted again. These damn memories. What were we saying?
Nothing. I was just leaving.
Freelancer, good to see you.
You said Sumner was here. I don't see him.
No? Let me check the forge records. Looks like he took a javelin. Can he do that? Can he even operate one?
Not well, I imagine.
He has likely left the fort by now. You should go after him when you can, in case of trouble.
That girl in the market, Serna? She seems like quite the character.
Are you and Jack in some sort of who can be the bigger hero?
Have you found Thunder yet? He left the fort. I'm trying to get to him.
Hurry. Maddie's lost the ability to perceive time and space normally.
What?
It's complicated.
Go as fast as I can.
Looks like he's stopped. You should be able to catch up. Sensing something. Scars. Those scars were quick to attack. Do you think they ambushed Sumner?
Wouldn't rule it out.
He must be in the area, but he might be hurt or worse. You need to find him. Quickly. Sumner's not in the crashed suit. He must have taken it off for some reason.
Hello? Freelancer, is that you?
Sumner? Matthias?
Yes, it's me. Bloody scars, I knew I couldn't take them and there was a crack in the rock.
And you couldn't fit into it while wearing a javelin.
Wait, I think this passage leads me to the room I was looking for. I'll keep going.
Stay where you are.
I can handle myself, and I'm already here. There'll be another entrance. Meet me inside.
I'm sending you a location. All the maps mark it as a subterranean passageway. It could lead to the cave network that Sumner's trapped in.
Was that Sumner?
Strapped underground somewhere. How's Maddie?
None of his major organs have liquefied. Yet.
Major organs? What about the non-major organs?
Just bring back the manifold and Sumner as soon as you can.
Some kind of cavern oracle.
I guess there's only one way to find out.
I'm sensing some strange energy. What's down there?
I don't know, but Sumner has the manifold with him. He came here for a reason. On my way.
I found what I'm looking for. Yes, the residence of this place is exactly what I need.
You mean steal?
Sure, whatever. That's it. Got the data we need. It took someone with real drive to... Oh, crud.
Sumner, what's happening? that relic? others. Got so alarmed. What's happened?
Teeth are tinkling. The air tastes like... purple. The reality decay is getting worse. He's fragmenting.
How can I help?
It's all right. I made peace with it. This isn't just about you. It's the end of all of us if we don't do something. There's nothing to do. We don't have the answer. Maybe it was always supposed to end this way. We could just let it be. Let it be. Yes, that's it. You genius. Get the manifold. The freelancer removed it from its original housing after it affected the Dominion soldiers. And when we divided, you severed the connection again, out of fear. Courage.
Hold on, where are you going with this?
Manifold needs more time. It needs to go through its full cycle. We're gonna have to let the manifold complete what it started. Let reality settle. But if it settles, that means our division could become permanent. That's so bad. Certainly won't be dull. So what do you say? You up for a new adventure? Always. Okay. We're ready. Flip the switch. Right. It has finished its cycle.
That's good, right?
What a rush. What a rush! I think it worked.
No chance of, liquefying?
Time will tell. But now we have enough to help Alec with your Dawn Shield.
Really?
Yeah, especially with the data Sumner found.
Does this mean Matthias will never be whole again?
Who says we aren't whole? Because,
Dress
I mean,
up
right?
because
it was
I mean,
courage.
that's what it's maintained
we were
and that
courage
sitting
earlier.
out of a
It's
solitary
been a
cottage.
recovery, guys.
So,
You
we're
realize
all
you said we all
have
should
some
have
kind of
fear. I
experience.
assume you meant
That's what
fearless.
I'm saying.
Like maybe just
Freelancer, any progress with my husband?
Nadir, I have to tell you something, but I'm not sure how.
This doesn't sound like good news.
No.
Then it depends on how bad it is. In Corvus, I sometimes massage the news to avoid even worse damage. So let's hear it. Is Leighton okay?
Leighton's made a breakthrough. That's the good news. The memory that's bothering him, he knows what it is.
That's fantastic. You mean Aurora?
Well, that's also the bad news. Leighton, he isn't really a defector. You're Aurora.
Of course. Damn. I had a bad feeling about this. Part of me did anyway. I didn't want it to be true. But when you mentioned Aurora, it connected some dots.
It was all a lie. You used me.
I had no choice. I knew if this was about me, confronting Leighton directly could have made it worse. It had to be someone neutral. I didn't want to cloud things with my suspicions.
That an enemy agent is living here in Fort Tarsus?
But he's not an enemy to me. My feelings for him aren't a lie. I don't think his are either.
Maybe the Persona's feelings for you. The Leighton programmed by the Dominion, but the real one's underneath.
Did you speak to him? The real one?
The real Leighton said he still loves you. He pulled away because he doesn't want to lose you.
That's good to hear.
Yet you seem worried.
If Tassin finds out...
It is her job.
I know. And her job will be to handle Leighton. It won't be good. If you don't mind, it's time we both talk to him. I'll meet you there when you're ready.
They should have.
3 Matthiases.
Freelancer, I hear Matthias, the Matthiases are safe?
For now, at least.
Wonderful. Matthias can be difficult, but I can't imagine the Arcanist Order without him.
Sounds like there's a story here. You did refer to him as that jerk when we first met.
I did? No, I probably did. That sounds like me. It's a professional rivalry. And he borrowed my horoscope and never gave it back.
I'm sure there was a good reason for that.
He just forgot he had it, then he lost it, and... Well, Matthias is single-minded in the pursuit of his studies. It means he forgets other things. Other people. It makes him a great Arcanist, but a terrible friend. Or partner.
Wait, you two?
Very briefly, we realized early on that it wasn't going anywhere. Matthias's first and only love is the work. You could probably say the same about me. No one becomes an Arcanist to go only part way. It requires everything you have.
You know, he's 3 people now. You could pick the one you like best.
No, don't. Don't even think of starting with that nonsense.
Just putting it out there.
No!
Not even a little tempted?
Stop it. Go away.
Sure. Take care, Aruna.
Gateway's not opening. Check the connection to the crown.
Everything is clear.
There's gotta be a glitch in the core. Do you see anything?
It looks fine.
No. You gotta hit it a couple of times.
You think I can literally smack sense into it?
Trust me. It's an old freelancer technique.
Halleck.
I got this. Alec, how's that connection now?
Nothing! Damn it. Nothing. I can't run it.
So take another look at the crown. Something must still be busted.
I've been over this 1,000 times. I swear it does it to spite me.
Halleck. Maybe it's not the javelin.
This hunk of junk's putting our whole plan in danger. Gonna have to delay the mission until I get it working.
Halleck.
I can find other Lancers to come with us, don't worry.
How many freelancers went into that storm with us? You need everyone you can get backing you up in there.
Halleck.
I'll either get this damn thing to run or I'll melt it down. I'll make a real big paperweight.
Halleck.
How long has he been doing this?
Daily at first, then once a month. It's been half a year since his last try.
That long? It isn't the javelin, is it?
No! Sometimes he can almost control it. Sometimes, nothing at all. It's been a hard wait.
A hard wait for what?
23.
What?
That's how many freelancers went into the Heart of Rage at final time. 20 Lancers and 3 Ciphers who were left catatonic by the Anthem. No one else wanted to try again after that. Not that I blame them. No one but me and Halleck. He used to be the best. You were there. You remember. I remember. Every single thing we lost. I heard it. For just one moment in the storm, I heard the anthem. For one moment, I understood everything. Now, every moment of every day since, I've heard whispers calling me back, pulling on me like a thread unraveling.
Faye.
I'm glad you're here. I'll leave you with him.
Listen, there's a lot I could say about Owen. But I know he was your friend and you put your faith in him, so this hurts you the most. I'm not gonna make this worse by getting angry.
Jack in some sort of who can be the bigger hero contest? That's the third Sentinel patrol he's rescued from scars this week.